Sarah Ali Mashrab here, and today I want to talk about oil pulling and my experience with it and some of the benefits, and just kind of get this video thing started. I wanted to do these videos for a while, but my technical skills are at a -5 on a scale of 1 to 10, and literally my computer is just on a pile of boxes in my kitchen right now. So we'll see how this goes, and hopefully my technical skills will improve over the course of these videos. So for now, it's just going to be all real time, no editing, and we'll see how that goes. So here's my awesome studio right here, and we're going to talk about oil pulling. So I started oil pulling this year, and what I use is I use coconut oil, but I use cold press most of the time. I've read on a lot of websites, article type things, that cold press is the way to go. Obviously, when you're eating, you want to go with cold press oils. You want to go raw is the most ideal, optimal food choice. For oil pulling, I don't quite understand why it needs to be raw or cold press, but this is what I have around anyways, so this is what I use. I'll get back to you. I'm sure I'm going to make an updated oil pulling video eventually. I started oil pulling maybe 4 or 5 months ago. I dabbled with it before then, but at a consistent kind of rate was about 4 or 5 months ago. And even since then, I've kind of let myself fall off the wagon, so to speak, with oil pulling, whatever that's supposed to mean. So right now, I'm really trying to dedicate myself to doing it at least once a day. Sometimes it goes more to 5 times a week instead of 7 times a week. But right now, I'm really aiming to do more like every day at least, because every day is optimal, but you could even increase that to twice a day or even 3 times a day. But at that point, it gets a little tedious for me, because one of the things about oil pulling, when you do it, you're going to be doing it for about 15 to 20 minutes. I'm no expert, but just reiterating information. I heard you're not supposed to go over 20 minutes because reabsorption can take place. So I try not to do that. And I usually go more for 20 minutes opposed to 15. So that's my personal preference with it. I'm not sure if the last 5 minutes is super crucial. I just feel like 20 minutes is what I hear most and what I see most in articles and such. So anywho, you just take a little bit of coconut oil. You can use other oils. You can use sesame oil, sunflower oil. I like coconut oil. It's got antibacterial properties. I just like the taste of it better. It's just a nice oil to work with. If it's a little too expensive, you can go with something like sesame oil. That's kind of the original that was used, because this is, ancient health practice, like most things we're coming to find today that are way more beneficial than what we've been told, like, toothpaste and everything like that. Mouthwash can be extremely toxic. Toothpaste can be extremely toxic. I've seen articles that praise coconut oil, or, oil pulling in general, to the extent of, complete cavity curing. My computer is about to die here, so obviously I'm really on top of things. Let me wrap this up. Complete curing of cavities, curing all of your mouth health problems, gingivitis, gum problems, sensitive gums. You're going to have brighter teeth. It whitens your teeth, which is great. It aids in bad breath correction, flatulence. That can be internal to some extent, but bacterial-wise in your mouth, it can really aid with that. I take about half of a teaspoon. I know some people take a little bit more, but I feel like my salivary glands kind of really kick in, and it turns into enough fluid for me to work with in my mouth. And then you don't want to tire out your jaw, but you just want to keep it moving around your mouth. Sometimes I'll notice when I'm oil pulling, I get a little lazy. So try and keep it moving, but you don't want your jaw to be like super sore or anything like that. But yeah, the benefits, it's been linked to allergy benefits, sinus benefits. Your lymphatic system is going to help you cleanse, it's going to help you detox. And then also think about, how much you're getting into your body from your mouth. You eat through your mouth, you drink through your mouth, obviously, you're getting air, you're getting everything through, this sinus area, your mouth especially. So clearing up this bacteria and soaking up the bacteria through oil pulling, which is what it's doing, is so beneficial. And how it works is, as you probably remember from whatever science class, 5th grade, 4th grade, when you learn that oil clings to oil, and it, it doesn't like water. So oil clings to oil, and actually the microorganisms in your mouth are covered in a lipid and a fat, and it clings to the oil like a magnet. So it's really amazing stuff. And I mean, this is not a hypey fad. This is very scientific. It's super beneficial. It's gonna improve your bad breath, all of your mouth problems, and I mean your mouth is just linked to your overall health so much, you know. It's an exact representation like your skin of what's going on inside, you know. So you just want to, your body as a whole. I mean, this is about holistic health, and you just want to keep everything, you know, as healthy as possible. It's also linked together, so it's super important. So I've had a lot of great benefits with this. I noticed that my gums are much healthier. Every benefit you can think of, you can Google it, you know, there's just lists of benefits. I mean, what does it improve? Your skin clears, your mind clears. It's just really detoxifying. It's just awesome. So besides that, just do it. Trust me. Yada, yada, yada. How do you do it? Put it in your mouth. You swish it around for 20 minutes. You know, it sounds really tedious, but honestly, I find myself like rushing to the bathroom because it's been too long, because it just flies by. I'll do my online classes. I'll do a yoga workout. I'll just, you know, watch something on TV, take a 20-minute shower, do my makeup in the morning for work. Whatever you gotta do, it literally flies by. It's not tedious at all. And if you find it tedious, you should still do it. So, anyways, take it in your mouth, swish it around. Then you want to spit it into a trash can or a toilet or something like that. I heard you don't even want it in your sink. That's how toxic it can become. That's how many toxins is flowing from your body. Then immediately I rinse my mouth with really hot water. I do one brush with a special toothbrush I have just for oil pulling, and then I floss, and then I will take, you know, another hot rinse in the mouth, and then brush with my regular toothbrush, which I have a mechanical toothbrush, which I love and I think is great. But I hear people that praise oil pulling to the extent that they don't even brush their teeth anymore, or, you know, use it instead of mouthwash. With mouthwash, unless you're getting an extremely good company branded mouthwash, good source mouthwash, I mean, they are so toxic. I mean, it's amazing how poisoned we are becoming. So this is just a great practice to include in your ritual, and just start doing it every morning. Quick facts to remember: do it on an empty stomach. I do like to chug water right first thing in the morning. I'll probably do another video on that. Okay, I guess my computer died. So I don't really know what that did to the video. It looks like it's still going, so I'm just gonna go with that. And anyways, so yeah, super beneficial. Do it, please. Just experiment with it. All worst thing you can do is waste money on a jar of coconut oil. But I mean, it's so proven. It's so praised. It's gonna help you. It's gonna cure your cavities. I don't go to the dentist. I haven't been to the dentist in years. And I mean, I really believe that you can naturally take care of yourself. You don't need the traditional health system. I mean, say you break your leg off, yeah, you're probably going to need a doctor, but for the most part, you really don't need to feed into this, this system that we have that is just so corrupt and just draining everything that we have, our energy, our time, it makes us sicker than we start with. It's not a mistake. The companies, they know what they're doing. The big meta business, everything, dental business, the toothpaste, it's full of things that decrease our health and decrease our oral health. It just keeps us barely there where we're just, it's just not a good system. You really have to take charge of your own health. You have to get educated. You have to experiment with things and see what works for you. So yeah, where I was at is do it first thing in the morning, empty stomach. They say because the toxins make you somewhat nauseous. I haven't had any experience with that. I've done it when I wasn't completely hungry or completely empty in the stomach. So you're just gonna have to gauge that for yourself. But I have heard first thing in the morning is best, and it's just easier. Get it out of the way. Just start your day off with it. If you're gonna do it twice a day, morning and evening is what I see is preferred. And I still do the morning chug of water. I just drink an outrageous amount of water anyways. So that's up to you. You might want to drink your water afterwards. Actually, it makes sense to drink it afterwards because you're going to get a heavy dose of that bacteria when you first wake up if you're chugging water, because that's when the bacteria microorganisms are at their most populated state. And it actually makes a lot of sense to oil pull first. So I'm going to try and do that. And that makes a lot of sense to me. So I'm going to research this more, but this is a first kind of glimpse and insight into this. If you don't have experience with it or haven't heard that much about it, just go for it. Stop. I put it off for so long, and I just thought it was going to be too tedious. But it's not bad. I actually really enjoy it, and it's a really simple way to start your day off. It's not too tedious at all, and I say give it a go.